Welcome back to Just One Thing. In this video, we have an exciting topic that will revolutionize the way you approach life. We're talking about the top 5 benefits of systematizing your life. You might be wondering, what's all the fuss about systematizing? Or even, systematizing your life? Isn't that a bit anally retentive? Well, get ready to have your mind blown because we're about to dive into a world of efficiency, productivity, and peace of mind. A few weeks ago, we posted a video on the benefits of systematizing your business and how you can increase the value of your business, if you have one, by up to 87%. If you haven't seen the video, I'll put a link above to it, and you'll also find a link in the description below. But we didn't want to stop there, because if you can systematize your business, can you also systematize your life? Would you even want to? Now, I can't blame you if you're already thinking, systematizing your life is going one or several steps too far. I mean, who wants a manual for their life, right? Everything all set out in place, no room for flexibility or independent thought, a robot following a bunch of systems. Well, let me put your mind at rest. That's not what we're talking about here. That's the extreme end of the spectrum. And whilst it might suit a very few people, it wouldn't work for me, and I doubt it would work for you either. But what's at the other end of the spectrum? Chaos? Nothing's pre-planned, everything is reacted to as it happens, nothing's anticipated, nothing's improved. Doesn't sound ideal either, does it? What we're talking about is a happy medium, somewhere in between those two extremes. Now, I assume that your life is not right at the end of the chaos spectrum. Well, I'm sure as with most of us there is some chaos in your life, but it's not complete chaos. And that's because whether you know it or not, you're already systematizing your life. You've maybe just never thought about it that way. And that's because when we're talking about systematizing our lives, we're also talking about habits. We've all got those, haven't we? Some are good, some are bad. Some have formed naturally without our being consciously aware of it. Others we've devoted time and effort to forming. Habits are a form of systematizing your life. They're the brain's natural way of creating systems so that you can enjoy all the benefits they provide. The problem is, when forming habits, the brain doesn't really distinguish so well between good and bad habits. That's why, along with the habit of brushing your teeth twice a day, you also have the habit of snacking in the evening, or biting your nails, or any one of hundreds of other habits you wish you didn't have. Systematizing your life is really about looking at our habits consciously, creating new ones, refining good habits to make them even better, and trying to get rid of the old ones, or at least converting them into better habits. So, let's get into this. Why should you systematize your life? Here's our top 5 benefits that should have you itching to start making changes. Benefit number 1, enhanced productivity. When you systematize your life, you create a structure that maximizes your efficiency. Let's imagine a scenario where you have a morning routine. By systematizing it, you eliminate decision fatigue and create a clear path to follow. You wake up, exercise, meditate, have a nutritious breakfast, and then start your day. This allows you to hit the ground running, making the most out of your time. Studies have shown that willpower or self-control is a finite resource. It gets consumed and has to be refilled. Systems, routines, habits are there so that you don't need to waste this resource on lesser tasks, thereby saving your willpower for what really matters to you. With carefully considered routines that take the decision fatigue out of getting your life moving, imagine how much more you could accomplish. Benefit number 2, reduced stress. Life can be chaotic, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed, but when you systematize your life, you create a sense of order that brings tranquility. Picture this. You have a system for organizing your physical and digital spaces. Everything has its place and you know exactly where to find it. No more frantic searches for lost keys or important documents. By implementing systems, you remove the stress caused by disorganization. Do you dread your tax return? Every year scrambling to gather receipts, invoices and documents to pass to your accountant? Imagine what it would be like if your financial records were all carefully organized in a system. Preparing for your tax return would be a breeze. You have everything neatly organized and readily accessible. Your stress levels plummet and you can focus on the more enjoyable things in life. So if you want to experience the peace that comes from an organized life, systematizing is the way forward. Benefit number 3, increased focus. How often do you find yourself getting distracted by shiny objects or overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information bombarding you? Well, when you systematize your life, you create a framework that allows you to cut through the noise and focus on what truly matters. By establishing priorities and routines, you free up mental space and avoid getting sidetracked. Do you struggle with procrastination? Constantly battling distractions and struggling to meet deadlines? A good way to tackle this is to implement a system involving setting clear goals, breaking tasks into manageable chunks, and scheduling focused work sessions. By learning to ignore distractions and stay on track, your productivity will skyrocket. Benefit number 4, improved decision making. We make countless decisions every day, from what to wear to which task to tackle first. It can be exhausting. However, when you systematize your life, you automate certain decisions, freeing up mental energy for more important choices. By establishing routines, you reduce decision fatigue and gain mental clarity. Take a moment to think about your daily routine. How often do you find yourself getting home from work and only at that moment discussing, what are we going to eat this evening? I'm sure we all know how that conversation goes and have had it far too many times. It's frustrating, isn't it? Well, imagine if you have planned out your meals for the week and had them written out where you can see them, and all the required ingredients in the cupboards since you coordinated the meal planning with your trip to the market. How much time would you save in the evening? How much more healthily would you be eating? Benefit number 5, greater freedom. Yes, you heard it right. Systematizing your life actually gives you more freedom. In our video on systematizing your business, we talked about the sweet, sweet taste of freedom. And systematizing your life is no different. By establishing systems and routines, you create a solid foundation that allows you to be more flexible and spontaneous. It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But think about it. When the basics of your life are taken care of through systems, you have the space and the energy to explore new opportunities and pursue your passions. What do you dream of? What do you wish you had more time or more energy to do? These things become more accessible the more you systematize your life and enjoy the freedom that it provides. And there you have it, the top 5 benefits of systematizing your life: enhanced productivity, reduced stress, increased focus, improved decision making, and greater freedom. By implementing systems, you'll be amazed at how your life transforms for the better. So why wait? Start systematizing today and unlock your full potential. And how can you get started? Well, why not take a look at our earlier video, Forming New Habits Effortlessly? We think that's a great place to start. I'll put a link above and there'll also be a link at the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. If you found this video interesting or helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our community of like-minded individuals looking to get the most out of business and out of life. So remember, stay organized, stay focused, and keep conquering new heights, because sometimes just one thing is all it takes. See you on the next one.